there's a quiz in here about how to tell if you are a psychopath, so I'm going to do that one. Today we are looking at Surrounded by Psychopaths. So as you know, psychopaths have come up in the 48 Laws of Power, so I thought I might as well intersperse this book because I think it's valuable insight. The subtitle is How to Protect Yourself from Being Manipulated and Exploited in Business and in Life by Psychopaths. So my one criticism of this book is that the author has a lot of distaste for psychopaths, and I don't blame him. But I do think that psychopaths are still people, and so just to write them all off as like just horrible, evil people that you should just hate. I think there's probably a lot of people in situations where they're forced to deal with psychopaths. In fact, this book tells you that psychopaths make up between 2 and 4% of the population, which is pretty significant. So if you know psychopaths and you have to deal with them in some sort of capacity, I guess, again, that's where this book is coming from, this is how to deal with them so that you don't get taken advantage. If you're wondering why you should be afraid of psychopaths, I'll read this list. Psychopaths are guilty of a lot of risky business deals, lonely hearts, racketeering, swindling, fraud, robberies, organized crime, and drug selling. They also cause enormous suffering, and they incite endless violent wars, murder, ill treatment, rape, pedophilia, child abuse, torture, and human trafficking. So he also he just says it, that he believes that a lot of psychopaths are well positioned in governments and they are facilitating this. Why would a psychopath do this though? I think, from what I know, it's because a psychopath doesn't have normal human emotions. So if you think about the things that make you most happy or most motivated, they probably have to do with emotions. And so if you can imagine that you're locked in a brain that doesn't feel anything, you can probably imagine you have to find ways to entertain yourself. And what you're sort of left with is a cold curiosity, which is why you might see a young psychopath dismembering or dissecting a dead animal or killing animals, because they're looking for some sort of thrill, satisfaction. This is why they seek high-level positions as well, and why a lot of them are very high up in social status, and they're rich, and these sorts of things. So again, I'm not an expert here. We're reading a book about it, so you don't have to come after me about the details of a psychopathy, but I hope you want to hear more.